Hi everyone, I'm back with my latest project. This is a little journal that I made using the printable journal pages by Marian Smith over on a piece of craft.com. I wanted to do a book that was primarily made for journaling and writing in and still had some space for pictures. I did not bind this journal the way that Marian showed in her video. She used a Coptic stitch and stitched her pages. I used my bind it all. But I'll show you that more in a minute. I have one of Marian's little charms here, and just tied some seam bindings. This seam binding right here was cream, and then I stamped it with Stays On and sprayed it with some glimmer mist. So, and then there's just pieces of tulle on here. Right here on the cover, this is I'm going to bring it up here really close so you can see that. That's a couple of pieces of hardware from Fab Scraps. I want to show you that real quick. Fab Scraps has these great assortments, and they come in several different metal finishes. So I used some of these in the antique silver and the antique gold to do the medallion right here. And then I put a little button in the center, and this is also a piece from Fab Scraps, and then there's a little button here. This beautiful flower was a gift from Jackie Gallagher. Jackie, I love the flower, and it's the perfect complement to this cover. So let's go ahead and go in, and then the binding right here, where the book is held closed with just a little clip here. So here's the first page. Most of the ephemera in this book and most of the print items was from Marian Smith, but I did have some of my own that I added, like this little birdhouse. I already had that. So every tag in here is basically designed for journaling. This whole book was really put together so I can just write random thoughts and just remembrances from when I was a child, or just kind of just reflections of the day. That's what I wanted this to be. There's a little ticket. These are Prima flowers with a little bit of lace behind it. I spritz this a little with mist, but you probably can't see it. And there's a ticket that I had already printed. And it just tucks in there. And then each page, in Marian's book, when she did her video, what she did was glued the page together, and then you stitch it through the binding here. Well, I glued the pages up each side, but I wanted each page to hold a little booklet to contain more spaces for journaling. So that's what these are. Each page has just a little book that'll fold right up and go inside the pocket. There's another little Prima flower. This is a piece of vintage lace out of my collection. And then this little piece of ephemera flips out from underneath there, and it just folds down. Room for more journaling, or I could put a photo in there. I'm sure I'll put some photos or some, I got a little glue there, or some memorabilia in here. And then this one, it's just a little pocket. There's room for more journaling on both of these, and then there's a ticket in here. And this is a little Prima bling. And a piece of seam binding there that I colored with Tattered Angels. Oh, and then here's the little design for this page. Lots of room to write, and I can also use something on the back there. I really enjoyed this project. I have to tell you, this came together so quick, and Marian's artwork is beautiful. It's very inspirational. So there's some tickets here, room for journaling on each one of the tickets, and they fold out, so there's a little bit more room here. Let me fold it all the way out. And then there's a pocket behind here with it says note to self on it. And these little pendants are from Prima packaging. I just trimmed it from the paper and then popped it up on some foam dots. And here's this little book. And this one is, let me borrow this tag right here and I think I can show you. You can tuck something behind here. This is a almanac journaling card and some more of Marion's paper. Some little inchies that I already had that I thought were cute with the paper. I guess that's out of my scrap box. This paper was really easy to add things, match things to. This is from the Michael's Dollar Aisle or Dollar Bins. It's a little piece of the chipboard I used. Picket fence, I think. And then this is from the Prima. This is called the Primrose book, by the way, in case I didn't say that. More room to write. That's what this whole book is about. Then there's a little tag. And that just tucks right in there. Nice big spot to write. This was a little piece of trim that I bought off of a piece of clothing. I salvaged a lot of this trim. I thought it was really cute. And I think that came from the Printery paper collection, if I'm remembering correctly. And then here's the tag for this pocket. A lot of good space. And then on this side, there's one of the inchies right underneath the piece of glass and a little ticket. The stamp here, I think, was the Printery stamp set from Prima. And then this page, oh, here's a lot of room to write. And then this page is just open. I can write thoughts in here in the window, or I can put a photo in there. And then this is the page, the insert for this page. And on this page, this is another piece of the chipboard from the Michael's Dollar bin. I just inked it up a little bit. I added one of the domino ephemera pieces to that. And then there's another piece of ephemera that I already had. This is a nice way to use up little scraps, just whatever you happen to have. This envelope came with the Primrose, printable album from Marion. And this is I had a pearl that was in there. Kind of came off. I guess I better fix that. And here's another tag. Room to write. I can use a gel pen here. This trim came from Amy in my last design kit. I thought that was beautiful. Here's the page for this one. Oops, it goes this way. And here's some more of that salvage trim and a punched border strip. And then this little tag. I know I'll have a lot of room to tuck photos or memorabilia in here, but it really, really was important that I have a place to write. There's another piece of the chipboard from the Michael's Dollar bin, and another one of the dominoes ephemera pieces that I had, and I used a little glossy accent on that. And there's a little tag. Aren't these designs beautiful? Look at that page. I didn't have to do anything to that other than a little bit of glitter pen on the flower and on the frame. Put a little bling on there. But that page is just gorgeous. What could you do with that? And this is the page for that, or the pocket for that page. Or insert. Let me get that right. This is the insert for that page. And just more room to write. And look at the back piece here. All open to write, and I can tuck a little photo right behind there. And then again, more of my clip art or my ephemera pieces. This right here, let me see if I can tuck this under so you can see it. This is a Martha Stewart flower punch, and I punched it out of the parchment paper and then I crunched it all up and layered it under that flower. I really like how that looks. I've done that on a couple of projects. I did it on my Mother's Day cards because I really liked it. Okay, here's the tag for that pocket. And this was also from my collection. It did not come with the Primrose book, but it worked. And the last page, a little teapot and a big tag. Get in there. That one's got a tight fit. And this is I think this was a Spellbinder's bird. Little carriage here. And a little reflections flower. And then that's just the back. Isn't that cool? It just looks like aged leather. And it's really just printed out. My printer did a really good job on this. And the lace on here is from my vintage lace collection. I've got an amazing lace collection. And that's one of the pieces that I had stashed. So let me put the clip back on here. Anyway, that I hope you enjoyed just kind of taking a look at my latest project. I love the journal. It was just a beautiful thing to work on. It's just the paper was amazing. The designs were great. I loved being able to work on it, and I just can't wait to show it off. So please leave a comment. I hope you liked it. If you want to get some of this digital mini album papers yourself, they're available on Marion's website at apieceofcraft.com. Thank you so much for watching.